I have a new idea I want to share with everyone, but first, let me give you some background. Many people don't realize that Newark residents spend about $6 billion a year on goods and services. I'm going to say that again. Newark residents spend about $6 billion per year on goods and services. That means our city has a massive consumer economy. But the question is, who is benefiting from all of that spending? What's good, y'all? My name is Jamar Youngblood, and many of you know I just ran for mayor here in Newark, New Jersey. During that campaign, I spent a lot of time studying how money moves through cities. I studied consumer behavior, retail systems, e-commerce, manufacturing, local ownership, and most importantly, where Newark residents spend their money. And the more I studied Newark's economy, the more I realized something very, very important. Newark residents spend about $6 billion every single year, but most of that money leaves our city because the people we give our money to are located somewhere else. For decades, outside corporations dominated our local market because they control distribution, manufacturing, retail, and advertising. But today's technology changes all of that. Today, independent brands can access the same factories, suppliers, e-commerce systems, and marketing tools that the major corporations use. So you no longer need hundreds of millions of dollars to start a consumer brand. And at the same time, consumers are waking up and they're starting to feel more interested in brands that are culturally connected to the people who are buying their products. So the challenge is now this: if Newark residents spend $6 billion a year on goods and services, how do we get more of that money to circulate to Newark brands and people actually connected to our city? I have an idea. In the next few years, I'm going to spend my time testing, building, and experimenting with it before I run for mayor again in 2030. I want to introduce you to Brick City. One word: Brick City. It's a Newark-based consumer brand tied to the many cultures, identity, history, and everyday life that make our city unique. I originally wanted to launch this idea as mayor to help our local government generate more money. But waiting for political power to start testing these ideas made no sense when I can start experimenting with them right now. We're starting with apparel and everyday products that people actually use, and we're bringing residents right along with us as we build this brand from scratch. The sourcing, the manufacturing, the strategy, the experiments, the pop-ups, the growth. We're documenting the entire process. I'm starting this with no investors, a very small budget, and no outside corporate backing. Just experimentation, community support, and a strong belief that Newark residents are capable of building more for ourselves. The goal is to build stronger Newark-based brands and commerce systems that keep money circulating throughout our communities. Because we're being displaced in very large numbers. So if we want stronger communities and more stability, we need more local ownership. We need more brands, more businesses, more services, more infrastructure, and more economic coordination. We're officially taking pre-orders at brickcity.shop. So please support our Build Local, Buy Local movement by visiting brickcity.shop and placing a pre-order. And if you want behind-the-scenes updates on how we're building a brand, visit brickcity.email to join our newsletter. Again, Newark residents already spend billions of dollars every single year. And one of the biggest opportunities in front of us is making sure more residents support Newark-based brands and building local economies around them. That's what Brick City is about. We're not only building a brand, we're also trying to inspire and educate more residents to help them realize that they can build brands too. Peace, Newark.